Hey guys, we're back with more Sonic Colors Ultimate news. I know we only just got news like yesterday, but here we are again, and this is actually our first details on the Nintendo Switch version of the game. With Sonic being most popular on Nintendo consoles, especially the Switch, this was very interesting news to see. But it's not all good, and sadly, it's news that I easily could have predicted, and I'm pretty sure I did predict people like Prem. So it has to do with the performance of the game on the Switch itself, and I don't know if you guys expected the game to be 60 FPS on the Switch, because as we all know, Sonic Colors is a Nintendo Wii game from 11 years ago. You would think it would be very easy to put it on 60 FPS on the Switch itself. Skyward Sword HD is 60 FPS on the Switch, and that was also a Wii game. So you think, oh, Sonic Colors, easy peasy. Skyward Sword is a much bigger game. I feel like it would have to load more assets at once, whereas Sonic Colors is a lot of 2D stuff. So I don't know why this has happened. Actually, I do have an idea, so let's talk about it. Sonic Colors Ultimate is 30 FPS on the Switch. Bam. We got this report right here that says it's a smooth 60 FPS on the PS4 and the Xbox One, with no mention of the Nintendo Switch. Now, if it would have said 4K 60 on the PS4 and Xbox One, then this wouldn't be an actual piece of news. We wouldn't be able to come to the conclusion that the Switch version is 30 FPS. But the fact that they only said 60 FPS on these two consoles most definitely means it's 30 FPS on the Switch, and I have an idea why. I think it's absolutely to do with what engine they're using. So it was actually found out yesterday, and I didn't get to cover this in my video, but it's using the Godot engine. I think that's how you pronounce it. And so they've implemented new lighting stuff, and I think this lighting and this bloom is just, it's so strong and so powerful that the Switch can't handle it. There could be a beneficial factor here. This is kind of like outside the box thinking here, but if the Switch can't handle all these bloom effects and that, what if on the Switch they're just kind of like toned down majorly and it looks closer to what the Wii version looks like? That way it would actually look like a proper remaster of the original game rather than like something different. Because I think the issue with Colors Ultimate for me right now is that it doesn't feel like it is actually the definitive version of Sonic Colors. It feels like a different version of Colors, and that's not what I wanted for a remaster. I looked back at Aquarium Park yesterday, and I realized that the old version still looks better. There's sea life in the background of Aquarium Park that you can barely see, and they vanish out of thin air because the bloom is so strong in the remastered version of the game, in Ultimate. So it's really disappointing to see. It doesn't look bad still, but I do feel like it's kind of missing the artistic direction that Sonic Colors had originally, and it shows just how important art direction is for a game. You can't just shove in a bunch of lighting and bloom effects and hope that it just makes the game look better. The fact that the Wii version simply uses baked lights and it looks better is kind of telling of like, it's always like, it isn't always shoving more stuff to make it look better, you know? Like, less is more, you know? And that's what Colors did. Simply all they needed to do for me to be happy was to up-res the game to 1080p or 4K on the PS4 and Xbox One / PS5 and Xbox Series X. But instead they've done something different. And I guess what hurts about that the most is that it's not like they're not doing work. It's not like they're not putting in effort. They are. They absolutely are. But I feel like they're putting the effort in the wrong place, you know? Like, I don't know. So, yeah, the Switch version being 30 FPS, kind of disappointing. But, number one, I'm not going to be playing it on the Switch. And number two, it could make the Switch version potentially look better. And also, it's possible that on the Nintendo Switch Pro, which is probably going to be revealed super duper soon, that it's going to look better and play at 60 FPS. But only time will tell with that. I'm not sure how many developers actually have access to like the Switch Pro hardware so they can actually develop their games around it, but I would hope that it's a decent chunk of them. Otherwise, yeah, Switch version is probably going to be the version to avoid, guys. So kind of upsetting news today. Really sorry about this. I'll continue reporting on current Nintendo Switch news that we get, whether it gets like exclusive Nintendo content, probably not, or whether it's like crossplay with the online Gameland stuff. That's not technically being officially shown, but it has been confirmed on the PS4 that it has online play. Anyways, I can't really add any more than that, so I appreciate you all watching. Thank you all for the support on these videos. I've got an exciting video coming up after this if there's no news that interrupts it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, my dudes.